This is Aidan here demonstrating my data warehouse and business intelligence solution. So to begin with the database underlying the data warehouse, you can see in the left hand pane here that there's quite a lot of tables. And these tables are based on the meteorological tower information that's described in the report. And you can see here that this is the data from just one table. Now we switch to a database diagram. Here's just a couple of these tables on the left hand side, but they're not linked to the fact table, and that's because rather than do it that way, they're actually imported into the fact table through an ETL process, which denormalizes it all into one table and reassigns each reading with a unique key. That means they can be linked to the fact table here, and then the fact table is also linked to the BPA towers, which contains geographical information. So, although these tables are based on actually quite a few others, but just these three, we have all the information we need to do quite a few queries. We have the geographical information, the meteorological information, and the all-important time and date information. So, if we flick over here onto Visual Studio, the OLAP cube was developed using Visual Studio. You can see the dimensions down here, the date and time, the geographical dimension, and here we have the cube structure, and you can see the measures here, and you'll see that some of them are actually appearing twice, and the reason for this is because we need an average, and to do that you need to take both the sum and the count, both of which Visual Studio will do for you. And then over here you can make a calculated measure which calculates the average. So now that we have all of them, we can use the remaining time to try a couple of queries. So one basic query is to compare metrical logical data between towers. So first of all, if we go here, we take the tower name, put it in columns, and then this time hierarchy, we put it in date. So now we have them all, and all the towers. Temperature is something that we're all interested in. So if we can look at the temperature here, and you can see that the average is calculated correctly. It's easy to drill all the way down through it. And so to recreate one of the queries in the report, I've also included an additional value. Met towers, you'll see they appear here twice. Once is name, once is filter, and the reason for that is that if you have it twice, then you can apply it as a filter as well. Now this is already been pre-selected, it looks like, and we can see that just 4 are selected here, and one of the queries that I ran was to look at the hottest month of the hottest year, and you can see now here how easy it is to drill down through these, and it doesn't take long at all to see that the hottest month is July 2014. Okay, now we could go a bit further with that query, but we're already running out of time, so let's have a look at just one more. Now you've already seen how the pivot table works, so this one is set up in advance, and you can see that in this state what I've tried to do is recreate the geographical points of the compass. So taking longitude, latitude and altitude and divide them into 5 bands. So here we have sea level, lowlands, hills, mountains and mountaintops. So that's 5 altitude bands, and you can see here how barometric pressure, as you might expect, steadily rises as altitude rises. But we could remove altitude here, which wouldn't do things like that. We can remove altitude here and instead add in longitude. And we just give it a moment. Okay, I'm afraid it's a little bit slow and we're running out of time. Okay, so we've got longitude here and latitude here, and we can see here, so we have central, east, west, central, and in rows we have the name, but if we can divide it by longitude according to the columns. And we can just switch, if you switch these around here, it makes a little bit more sense. So you see you have north, south, east, west. Okay, so that's a very quick demonstration of my business intelligence solution. I hope you enjoyed it.